Hello and welcome back to Robocraft. Today we are building another robot, and we are going to be building in tier 8, and it's going to be an SMG machine in theory anyway. So let's get straight on with our build, and I do believe that I've bought everything ready for this video. Sorry, okay, those aren't going to fit straight away. I do believe I've purchased everything that I'm going to need for this robot. I might be wrong about that, so don't quote me on it. But I think I have bought all the cubes that are going to be necessary for this robot, so hopefully it should be a nice smooth video. Probably won't be now that I've said that I've bought all the cubes for it, but I think I have got the majority of them, and I hope I do. Basically, I think I don't really know. Can I place in there? I've got some money still left, so it's fine even if I don't have all the cubes I need. I'm just going to purchase some more. So we're going to have this kind of like angled thing going on for some reason, just because I quite like the look of it. And because I quite like the look of it, we're actually not going to have it all in the same colour. I forgot I had my mirror on then as well. So it's just going to be a multicoloured line because I like the look of it really. It's just partially functional to try and take some damage away from the shield. I've used this previously on a different robot, but these don't want to be placed here now, okay? That's an interesting issue. Okay, those are slightly different, just something to do with the hitbox obviously. So what I'll just do is bring these ones forward slightly, I think, and then bring them down. Okay, I can't place them there either apparently. What if I delete that and then replace my shields? We might not be having this design in the end now. Nope, there seems to be something wrong with these cubes for some reason, or the angle, because there'll be something to do with the hitboxes of the shields changing from the center. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna have sort of that thing, but we're not gonna have quite so much of it. So it's just gonna end up like that instead, but then I'll add some more towards the back. Even though this is only tier 7 armor, but it should still help. So if I actually add these like that again, and then I'll just add a kind of like outer bit to it, just to try and protect my pilot seat as much as I can. So now we shall be going back to our tier 8 cubes to make sure we don't get wrecked straight away. So now I kind of want to do that. I have to try and get a merge between these two now. Yeah, I quite like that actually. That's different. I haven't tried this before, but that's different. It works. So now we have a 3 wide center, so I'm going to start placing some wheels, which are going to be tier 8 steering wheels at the rear, and like that. So we've got 2 big old wheels at the rear. I've got a feeling I'm not going to have enough cubes, so I'm going to have to purchase some more in a minute, I think. Obviously we'll flesh this out with blocks in a little bit. Now you need to make sure you have enough space really to fit, because you're going to have 2 on the sides like that, so I was trying to think of where I can get those in. I'm going to put those into about there. So they come to that block there. So I'm going to move this one to about here. I think that should do the trick. So I can just take these blocks off the front. This isn't the best way of building, but it's the way we're going with it. So now we're going to have a second set, or a third set of wheels, but these are only tier 7 wheels. So just slightly smaller than the rear ones. Oh, they're not, are they? I thought they were. Obviously they're not. So you might just add a cube, have these ones just on a center cube, because that's the kind of look that I want. That like slightly inwards towards the front look. That's the idea anyway. So now we shall be fleshing this out with cubes. So we add, I think we can possibly get 2 in, I'm not sure whether it's going to allow us. Here it is. So we add them, sorry about that, was my hand hitting the mic. So we're going to add cubes around all of the wheels basically to just give it a lot more armor, and above the wheels as well. So we just bring this out to about here, and then we should be able to do the same, because for whatever reason on these wheels, I think you do the wheels above as well, you can have blocks on like the inside of the wheels for some reason. So then, ooh, I don't know what happened there. My camera started like tilting backwards. It's going to add more blocks into here as well. So this, you end up with the wheels on that small centre, but then you end up with the rest of the robot being a lot wider. And then we're going to point it out to that point there. So that's the basic design of the robot so far, and we're also going to flesh this out a lot more and add some more armour towards the back as well, I do believe. So if I can get a slanted block, no I can't. I thought I might be able to, but this is all going to get deleted now, I've just realised, because we have to place our rear guns, so I'm just going to get them in the correct position. To place our rear guns at the top, at the back. They're plasma, where's SMGs, tier 8 SMGs. I think I've actually got one too many tier 8 SMGs there, because I do believe this only uses 5. So now we're going to have these, should be able to fit a block inwards of the previous ones, but they can't fit there obviously. These should just, yeah, they line up like a block in compared to the ones behind them, and then the front one sits up on a block just before the front block. I think that's about right. If I just add some of the prisms now, I'll find out soon enough. If I rotate that one as well, yeah, you don't have one there. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, so I might move that one back, possibly if I can, just move it back a block, because that just offers a bit more protection when it's further back. And I've got plenty of tier points, so I'm actually going to go with tier 8 Tetras. I was debating whether or not to go with tier 7, so now mainly for tier 7 for looks rather than function, but we'll just stick with these ones for now. So we're going to add some protection around our guns, basically. There's the whole idea of adding all of this armour here, but I'm not going to do it like that. I quite like trying to use Tetras as and where I... not Tetras, inners, that's what these are. The inners as and where I can, really. That's not what I wanted to do though, is it? Actually, this might work. Yeah, well, because I'll use different cubes in different places. So I'll replace the cubes on top with prisms. I think, no, not prisms, the angled blocks, I can't remember what they're called. Not that way though. The prisms, yeah, prisms. I know what I'm doing. That's on the wrong way. That's now on the other way. This is going well today, guys. It's going fantastically well. And then we'll add another inner to here, and an inner to the back as well, and I've got to put this texture into there. So that's the general design for the gun supports, and then we'll add these onto there, because then they will be built up with blocks around it rather than using angled blocks or tetras. Apart from here, no, I shan't do that. I shall place one of these. Don't want this to kind of angle back out, so I can add one of those there and then place another one of these into here, so we get that kind of like effect there. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure I approve of it, but let's go with it for now. Blocks, again placing them above the wheels as well as over them, if that makes sense. It's like placing them on the inside of them and above the joint for them, and then we shall be, yeah, that joint up there, okay. I'm getting confused because I've got the mirror on, but I'm building on both sides. I'm like picking and choosing which side of the robot I want to be building on. So now I'm going to actually come in here and add armor into here as and where I can. So I'm looking at adding prisms along here, because I just want to make sure my pilot is as best protected as he possibly can be. So then we can add some of these into there, and I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to place a block there. No, I didn't think so. So I'll place a prism onto there, and then I shall fill up this center place with blocks. Okay, I can't place one there, but you know what I mean. And then we shall expand this section here with blocks even more. In fact, I might add in a radar quickly as well. I think I have to purchase one. I don't have a radar with me at the moment. So we're in tier, so I'm going to have to use, is there a tier 8 or tier 7 radar jammer that they've added? No. So I'll have to go with the tier 5, but I'll buy both for now just in case I can get tier 9 in there. I don't think I will be able to, but hopefully, maybe, possibly I will be able to. So I'll have my tier 7 radar jammer underneath. The only reason I'm adding this stuff is because I've still got some tier up points, so I might actually be able to get a larger. That's what I thought. I didn't. No. Oh, there we go. So that fits into there. Makes me very close to tier whatchamacallit, tier 9, but it hasn't quite made me tier 9, so I'll go with it for now. Okay, I can't seem to be placing blocks into here, so let me just leave that a second. Just to make sure I can get the blocks where I want them to be. So just have this little hole for it at the moment. And then we shall go back to where our radar is. Okay, so those ones it doesn't like. So I shall remove... No, I don't want to do that. When I could possibly get them in now. Nope, still doesn't like them. So if I return it facing in that direction, so now I can't place it there, so I'll go with here. But I will do something different to these blocks. No, I wanted to have that there still, I wanted to get this. There we go. Managed to get that now. It's getting in my way, this thing is. So I'll change the entirety of design of this, I think, to... I don't like it though. I don't want to change it all. I'll just add a 3 block space, I guess. So if I go back to wherever it is, there it is. So I can place blocks. I can't place a block there as far as I'm aware. I might be able to place a block there. But for some reason its hitboxes, meaning I can't place some blocks around it, but I can place other blocks around it. Which is a little bit annoying. It is. So I can then place these into there. But then I can't place anything of real use. I want the angled block. There we go. I'm going to place those into there. This radar jam is really annoying me now. So I'll delete. Soon enough, if I delete this thing again, I'm just not going to have it. And then I'll just place that. Just get into that. There we go. So it does leave a quite large hole in the robot, but it does mean that it fits, and it's kind of like out of the way, sort of. Is that the best place to put it? I think it probably is. Now let me see if I can get a tier 9 radar jammer on the bottom as well. Let's see. That's a lot of my money gone on this robot now. Let's see if we can get this on there without... No, we're going into tier 9 as soon as we place that on there. So we'll just stick with our tier 7 jammer on there. And then I think all we need to do now is armour up the rest of these at the back. When I say the rest of these, I mean these at the back. So how to do this? I think what I'm actually going to do is move that set of wheels forward a block, because then I can get blocks into here, and then I can build backwards some armouring, hopefully. Maybe not. If I can get the right cube, I might be able to. So then, yes, then I can build back myself some armouring. This also helps protect my rear wheels. And now I've run out of cubes, and I've also run out of money. Looks like we're going to be using some tier 7 cubes. I could buy some more if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to. So what I'm going to do is place yellow cubes on the inside. So I've got red on the outside, it will be, and then yellow on the inside. That's the plan, at least. If I've got any more of them. No, I've run out again. So unfortunately, as I've got some stuff that I'm not using at the moment, which is going to be tier 6 cubes, because I'm not using those at the moment, so I'll be selling a bunch of those to get myself as many tier 10, not tier 10, I am tier 10, I'm TX1 in fact. I did have a TX1 robot. And I've also figured out why I couldn't control click, not control click, I knew I wasn't. I figured out why I couldn't purchase large numbers of blocks the other day. They changed the key to right control rather than left control. So obviously I was hitting right control and then nothing was happening. But I figured that out now, and I've changed it back to the original key, or the key that I had it set as before. So I can now actually purchase 10 items at a time, which is a huge help, especially when doing build videos like this one. So we shall be placing another one of these into there. And yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to get anything else on, but that's alright. That's the whole idea of it, to have like that edge. I can't place one in there either, but I can place one on top, I'm guessing. Yeah, I thought I would be able to. And then I will place like an arrow effect almost, if I could get them in there, that is. I don't appear to be able to. If I place a block behind, I'll place some of these in behind. So I can place these up like that in some situations. Not in many though, and that doesn't look very good. These shields are causing me issues now. Why did I have to put shields into this design? Let's just finish off armoring there. That should be tetras as well, or inners, or whatever they're called. I could have built this with curved blocks, couldn't I? I've never tried things with curved blocks. I never particularly liked them. And then I have to go back to those, and there we go. Okay, so that's giving us that kind of design there. And go back to some tetras. Go away, stupid yellow things. I know I placed you there, but I don't want you there anymore. And then I shall go with not one of these, one of these. And I'll place what blocks I can, which is none at the moment, into that gap there. So I'll do that one, and if I can get one of those into there as well, I can. So can I place anything here? I can place one going up, which will do maybe a bit of protection and just help a little bit maybe. That's the plan anyway. So now I will replace this yellow block, but I can't place, even though I should sort of be able to. You should in theory be able to place a block there because they're not taking up the same space, but according to Robocraft they are. So now let me just check how deep. We're only a block deep at the back, so what I'm going to do is just add some extra armoring to the back end of this. So this is just to try and stop it from getting destroyed if someone comes from behind. And now I need to buy more cubes. So hopefully I can just buy 10 more of these. Nope. And what am I not using? Still tier 6 cubes. So I've got 10 more of these now, so hopefully we're able to finish this off with these cubes. So we have this kind of design going. This is all planned out as well. So we get this kind of like extra protection just towards the back of the robot, and then we'll place these here as well, just to make sure we don't get destroyed with one hit from behind. That's literally it. And then because I've done this all the way around the rest of the bots, I will do this design here as well. So that design there, that's the one. If I could get that in the right place, there we go. And then we place those on top. So now we have that kind of like bulbous thing sticking out the back. That's all part of the design. I want some more of these now, or one of these now to place up there, and I'm going to place a red one there as well, just to give it that like one yellow block. And I don't like that one yellow block. It kind of looks like I've just run out of money when I haven't. I've just opted to do it like that. And then I shall also place them like that, so it kind of looks different. And I'll use the rest of these up as well actually. I was adding armor now, just to add armor basically to behind as well. So now we have our robots pretty much completed now. So I'll just take it out into the practice arena quickly. Or can I add something in there? Not that I can see, and hopefully that's not going to hit. Hopefully that radar jam is not going to hit the floor of the thing or whatever it is. Hopefully the ground clearance is enough to get stuff underneath it, is the plan, is what I'm trying to say. And hopefully it'll be fast and agile and attacking and destructive. So you obviously, generally you need to be pointing forwards to be able to do damage with this robot. That's the general, because obviously we've only got 5 guns instead of 6. You could possibly find a way to get 6 on, but you'd possibly have to mount 1. Okay, that only gave me 1 level, no, not even 1. There we go. That lag. That sudden lag spike. Even though I did change the settings from basic to fantastic, I think it is, or the top setting that they've added, because I thought it would make nicer videos. When it does appear to lag my game ever so slightly, but it hasn't done any actual battles, surprisingly enough. It only seems to be in this practice arena. So there we go, so we're now level 6, so we should be wrecking some face pretty quickly. If it didn't lag so much, it'd be really nice. I don't know why it's doing it, I've got absolutely no idea. So, as you can see, this robot's actually pretty effective, even though it's only got 5 guns on it. So I shall now return to the mothership, where we can see it in its glory. So as you saw there, it's quite effective, the robot. But anyway, I shall have some build video. No, this is the build video of it. I shall have some game footage of this video coming up as soon as I can, and I shall see you in the next episode.